But not, I don't think, but not just like, oh, it's Jim Carrey. It's like his character is like very weird and pretty much disappears into it. And he's funny too. So I guess I was just curious, like, how you sold it to Jim Carrey and then how he's like, oh, okay, I'll grow a beard and be homeless or so forth.
I swear, because like, there's been this feeling, I had it for Jim and for Keanu, where I like knew, because those are like big fucking movie stars. And like, so there's like a question of like, are they gonna wanna do it? It's a supporting part, but like I knew with both of them that I just knew that they were gonna get it. If they liked my first film and read the script and wanted to meet, I knew that like Jim was gonna get it and wanna do it. Because The Hermit is kind of like a soft, gentle soul inside of this like incredibly violent, chaotic world. Mm-hmm. And so like I knew he was gonna understand how important that character was, even though it was like 3 scenes and 0 dialogue. I literally said to him in that first meeting, like, hey man, when have you not said a single fucking word in a movie?
And I assume he was down with that. Like he was really excited about that,
like,
yeah.
An actor, any actor, like the one thing that I've seen and noticed is that they want the opportunity to truly disappear. Mm-hmm. It's just too loud.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's not about you guys. I'm fucking sweating my tits off.
So, okay, how much time do we have left for the questions? There we go. No, sorry. Before we go to questions over to the audience, Keanu Reeves, you gave him, it's almost impossible to kind of give him iconic monologues now, but you did it with the one about poop and the one about tomatoes. So I wanted, again, just like kind of like how you got Keanu.
You know, I gotta tell you something too, because in the version that I rewrite a lot, and in the draft of the script that Keanu read, that like he was like, read the script and was like, I wanna do this movie. The tomato thing wasn't in there. That literally came out of conversations with Keanu at my house where we were like, what did this guy have in his awesome castle gangster pad, like, you know, as the daddy of comfort, like, that nobody else has. And, you know, they have noodles in comfort. The dream, and Keanu was the one that was like, the dream would be growing tomatoes and growing basil. And I was like, ah! And then that makes the noodles spaghetti. And that became the whole thing with the kid. And it like became so important, and it grew out of like conversations with the dream.
And yet that's like a pretty deep philosophical discussion.
Dude,
like
he's planting seeds and tilling the soil and harvesting, so to speak, in all sorts of places.
It reminds me of like The Master with Philip Seymour Hoffman's character, basically.
But he's more fun.
He's more fun.
I think.
Absolutely.
He's into some acid. He's got girls. They got the guns. He's got the parties. I would like, wouldn't you want the dream? Like that was the.
Who wants the dream? That's right. What?
It's like, I don't know. What am I clapping for? But like, you would come to his party.
Yeah.
Would you go to Philip Seymour Hoffman's boat party? And may he rest. I love that fucking guy. But like, would you want to go to that boat? Nah.
He wouldn't have the giant boombox on wheels.
He's all slapping him. Remember? Like, he's like,
yeah.
What do you want?
You're an animal, Freddie. Yeah.
And then I just went to like, you can't handle the truth. What movie is that with Jack? A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men, yeah. Okay, audience questions. I know you guys have questions. I have some myself. No, we got the microphone will be right there. If you want to head over to the microphone and stand and ask questions, I see you walking, sir. You're going to be doing great. We look forward to it.
Hi. How do you come up with your soundtracks, and what's your favorite song in the film?
Oh my God. What a good question. No favorite. I mean, how can there be a favorite? You just saying that, I'm so happy for you to say that. I am so happy for people to experience the music, and I'm so proud of the soundtrack of the movie, and wait till you see the vinyl, like the artwork and stuff we're gonna do for it. It's so psychedelic and beautiful, and favorite, that's like, no, it doesn't work that way. But God, otherness, I don't know, how many people in here have done LSD? Just raise your hand. Okay.
It's a good number.
That's a fair amount, I like that.
You came to the right movie.
Suddenly feel like more comfortable. I would say that like otherness, that trippy track that plays during the acid sequence when she's walking in the desert, ding, 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 is like a song that really feels like acid to me. Like when it's a good time on the acid. So, but that's not my favorite song. I just like acid.
Hi, so I noticed that in your first film and then also in this one, they're both like super romantic films, but you also combine that with some elements that are kind of grotesque or almost like horror. So I was just wondering if you could talk a little bit about like your preoccupation with, I guess, mixing the two. With what was the last thing?
Mixing romance with horror, right?
Yeah,
like very romantic
like
movies, but
grotesque.
yeah, mixing grotesque stuff with the romance.
I think that is a very astute observation. And I can just supplement that observation by saying that when I was like 9 years old, I started reading Stephen King and romance novels, like dime store, like look like Miami Man kind of. And I would read like 3 a day. Those romance novels I would like tear through in like an hour. I was like 10. My parents didn't really know what that shit was. Either of them. So like, it's like if you know The Fly, Cronenberg's The Fly, those pods. If you put Stephen King in one and romance novels together, fuse them together, it's like, that's what love is to me. It's like, stupid, dumb, almost innocent, like high school stuff. And then like just rips fucking hard out. It never works out. It works out for like a second. God, it's good though, isn't it? The best drug.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can you talk about the casting of Jada Fink, the girl, and what you were looking for that character, and also the choice of minimal dialogue for her as well?
For the kid,
Yeah. Honey.
I needed a kid that I could drag out in the middle of the fucking desert that was gonna climb around in all this junk in that, like, we built that, like, you know, dump with all crap and the heat, and like hold a rabbit and not be a little crybaby. I mean, it was rough. It was Bad Batch. It was like, Jada's a tough little girl. She was like, she hadn't done anything except for a couple commercials. There was something so like deadpan and Bad Batch about her. I feel like kids that grow up in like wartime situations or like second and third world kind of realities have this kind of like numbness. There's less, it's more like in real time, just survive, and now what, not like, you know. Until the end, she becomes a little bit first world at the end, because she's been there and tasted like the lack of luxury, so she's like, it's again. You know, like it's like, that's what happened. I said too much.
No.
Meat is hilarious.
Hello.
No, meat is burger.
Yeah, meat is burger. It's a joke on the Smith. So it says meat is murder. It says meat is burger.
She's got a great shirt on. Yeah.
My question, I wrote it down because I'm nervous. But My question is, was it a conscious decision to have all the black people have the most gruesome deaths on screen? And then what was the message that you were trying to convey with having this white woman kill a black mother in front of her child, and then have her assumed to be the mother figure in front of this little black girl?
I'm hard of hearing, so I'm gonna have to repeat.
So what was behind your decision to have? I think I did that. Did I
Yeah,
miss anything?
the most gruesome deaths in the movie were two black people.
That white girl getting her neck snapped and gutted and turned into baby back ribs was gruesome.
Well, I mean, just the lingering, like the camera lingering, it lingered on the mother, it lingered on the man that came up and did the trade with Jason Momoa. And then there was like the crows eating from the mother's eyes. And then the little girl kind of doesn't have like this moment of remorse to see her mother killed in front of her. And then this woman comes in and is like, I'm your new mom. But it's like this white woman replaces her. And so I'm curious of what was the message you were trying to portray by showing that?
What do you think?
It was offensive, so I'm curious of what was your message for it?
Just because I give you something to look at doesn't mean I'm telling you what to see. I think it's up to you. Like, I can't tell you. I think it's a very subjective thing to say the most gruesome deaths, because I think there's a lot of gruesome shit. The first 15 minutes is like her getting dismembered in front of you.
But she survives, and she's the hero. She's now this white savior that saves this little black girl, and she kills her mother without any remorse, and then later it's trying to sleep with Jason Momoa. So I'm kind of curious with like this replation.
What's the question you're asking?
That's my question: is what is the message you're trying to tell with that
I
storyline?
don't make a film to tell you a message.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Sorry, I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not like a